Hey there.
Welcome to episode 4.
Thank you so much for everybody that has been following along, listening to the past 3 episodes. The last one was obviously a bit different, and we're so grateful to everyone that listened, and we hope you took a little bit out of it, because it was, again, quite deep for Brooke and I.
Yeah, it was a bit more of a serious topic, it was good. It was good to break it up a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of people kind of resonated with it, which was really good, I think.
Yeah, everyone really enjoyed our 3rd ep, which was really lovely to see and hear everybody's feedback on it, which is really good.
Yes, exactly. So this week it's going to be a bit more on the funny side and the toxic side, which you obviously tune in for. So we are going to start by talking about some weird or just normal fetishes that people have. This segment was brought up by one of my friends because they have a foot fetish, which, if you know me, is disgusting.
Oh, feet is not it.
And you should just go in a hole. Is that awful?
A foot fetish is actually quite...
It's really
It's
common.
so common. It's disgusting.
Get out.
Hate feet
Get
so
your back
much.
checked. Go see a psych, because I think that's got something to do with your daddy issues or something. That's wrong.
Oh, it's an issue.
It's wrong.
It's an issue, full stop.
It's disgusting. Anyways, so we asked our followers on ToxICK Twins podcast Instagram page, as well as our private Instagrams, and we got some pretty funny ones, actually. One of the ones that really got to me was one of my friends actually said that a guy that they slept with had a poo fetish. I'm sorry.
Sorry, what?
I messaged this person to get a bit more of an in-depth explanation, because what the hell is that? And they just described that they just liked it a bit messy.
No.
On the Mother Nature side of things.
That's not it.
Which, I'm sorry, get help. That's awful.
I mean, do anal if you want to, but holy shit.
Do it clean.
Not like that.
That's my biggest fear, to be honest.
Yeah, right?
What did you have? What did you get?
I got quite a weird one. So a few of mine have come through to my Instagram, and one of them was a friend's friend likes being poured pasta over him during sex.
Like bolognese or like carbonara?
Who the fuck knows?
Do you have a preference of the pasta? Like, is it gnocchi? Is it spaghetti?
Yeah. What do you do with it afterwards?
Wow.
That's pretty messy.
I mean, I get, I've always kind of fantasized about having, whipped cream on me.
Yeah, but I feel like that's normal.
Yeah.
Whipped cream's quite easy to clean up.
Oh, would you know?
No.
She would.
But
She would.
you think about it.
You think about it.
It'd be quite...
I mean, I've had, wax and, honey, and that's all right. Mm-hmm. But pasta...
Yeah.
I mean, it's oily.
Oh.
My nan would be proud.
Yuck. It's not a thing. Anyway.
Another one that I got was that someone said that one of their friends, okay, sure, had a baby fetish.
If you say so.
So they like to be dressed up as an adult baby.
Oh my god, that's so weird.
Like, what, like a diaper?
Yeah, what to the extent?
Like, do you say daddy and mummy? Like, I do that, but I don't wear a diaper. Like, does that mean I'm a baby?
You don't need the diaper to be saying that shit.
Like,
weird.
Again, please just check yourself.
I wonder where all of these come from.
Well, that's what I mean. My friend that told me about the poo fetish was like, well, you have to have them tried on you to kind of get this fetish.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not actually ever going to be like, oh, yeah, cool, like, let's think about it one day. It came up in my dreams.
Yeah.
No, someone that you've slept with is like, hey, try this.
And you've somehow liked it.
Like, what?
That's a bit weird.
No.
That's a bit weird.
What else did you get?
I got another one, which says, I got a mate that literally won't fuck a girl unless she has nice tan feet and white painted toes.
Isn't that like a red flag? Don't people say that white painted toes are a red flag?
Yeah, but guys are into that.
Okay.
Like,
right.
The white painted toes is just a thing for guys.
Wow.
Like, weird.
Tan feet as well.
Yeah.
My feet tan weirdly.
Specify. I know, so do I, right? So do I. I'm sorry, but, nice if you have a natural tan.
Good for you.
Good for you.
And nice feet. If you have
If you have nice feet,
I can't even say it.
good for you too. But like, yeah, tan just clings to
it does.
areas like that.
And I actually can never tan like behind my ankle. Like it doesn't catch.
Yeah,
the tan.
it.
So I've got like this white patch.
Your feet, your hands, and your elbows are always the hardest to tan, like nicely.
I just don't think we should have feet. Like it just like.
Yeah, it's not it. I don't look at feet.
Get rid of it. Another really weird one that we got was that someone, again a friend, sure, has a baby bird fetish. I'm sorry, I didn't look into this because I don't think I want to know the answer.
No,
but
I wouldn't want to know the answer for that one either.
if that's you, please stop right now. Please. Or I may call the police.
Very, very curious though.
Yeah, like Brooke will message her, but I don't want to know. But wow.
Yeah, I'll hit you up and be like, why? I don't reckon it's your friend though.
It's not. It's you.
I reckon it's you. Because who comes up with that?
So we were having a chat before this episode, and Brooke and I were kind of like, look, we don't really have any weird fetishes. Like we're into things.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure. We've got some kinks. 100%.
I think standard kinks as well, like which is pretty normal. Like
oh yeah, like what? What do you
hair
got?
Hair pulling, choking.
Yeah, like the
That's
basics.
normal.
Yeah, like you know.
I don't find that a fetish.
I don't think being like someone calling you saying daddy to someone, I don't think that's a fetish. Or mummy,
No.
like I don't think that's a fetish.
Nah, not a fetish.
If it was, I'd have one.
Yeah.
Like majorly.
Yeah.
Kind of getting into the mummy phase. It's a weird thing, to be honest. Just letting you know. Just letting you know.
Oh.
I don't
think I have to worry about that. You. I don't need to be concerned about that. That's.
But yeah, so thank you for everybody that joined in on that segment. It was quite.
Gave us the input.
It was quite weird, for sure, which is what we asked for.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. Thank you so much.
If you come across any more, please let us know. Please message us because we'll have a bit of a giggle about it. And you
it's quite funny.
We might actually bring it up again.
Yeah.
So, but wow, honestly, you do you guys, but just stay safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay very safe with that stuff.
Don't hurt the birds, hey.
Free the birds. That's rough.
Don't hurt the birds while you're doing whatever you're doing with them, and stay away from feet. Fuck.
Honestly, if anyone can explain to me what it is about feet, especially like toe sucking. If you suck on people's toes, I'm gonna pour sanitizer down your mouth.
Like another one that I got was that someone loved toes, not just the feet, but toes.
Oh, the
like,
worst part.
Oh, I can't even look at my own feet. Like I just.
No, I can't.
That's not
have anyone
it.
touch my feet. I can't have someone's feet touch me. Like when I'm having sex, it's socks on, and it's 2 pairs of socks.
Yeah,
it's double protection.
No.
I don't wear
on your feet,
and it's just my feet. It needs protection.
Double protection on your feet.
I'm happy to have a child. I do not want someone to touch my feet.
Yeah, no. Like I'm okay with like if I was to put, like I said in our last episode, like I used to put my feet on Tristan with my hand, like my hands and my feet were cold, and that's fine. But I can't don't get your hands and touch my feet, or like don't expect a foot massage, or like just don't look at them. If I can't see what's happening. It's fine.
You didn't have this in your Bumble profile. I don't think.
No, I don't need to because I'm like,
ew.
Don't look at feet. And don't touch feet. Honestly, I don't. People don't need to know that. That's just fucking common.
I'm gonna never look at you the same.
Anyway, moving on.
We need to move on before Toxic Twins is no longer a thing.
Before we get reported.
So thank you so much for getting involved with us. We absolutely love when people tell us their experiences and things that they have in their lives. It's actually quite funny and just weird, but we love it. So thank you for that. Moving on to our second segment, we have funny stories, whether it's sex, whether it's your life, whatever, and funny or strange places that you have had sex. So Brooke asked our Instagram followers this question, and what responses did you get?
So I got quite a few. Mine were quite interesting. I've got someone answered dislocated my shoulder while eating her out.
How?
That poor boy.
Like, are you doing acrobats or something? Like, what's happening down there?
And I kind of got a backstory for this as well. Like, I kind of
God.
messaged him and was like, what the hell? How did you manage to do that? So, obviously, like, she had her legs kind of over his shoulders, and he was kind of obviously in the position where his arms were up, and he's obviously gone too, like, his head's gone too deep. And
yeah,
she's,
yeah.
like, moved her leg, and he's, like, popped his shoulder out.
That still doesn't make sense. I just don't
Like,
get it. Is your
kudos,
neck
bro.
freakishly long? Like, how did you get your shoulders to just, like...
Yeah.
Or is her ass just or like her hamstring just proper solid? Gold.
That's a bit of an interesting one. Dislocating your shoulder while eating your girlfriend out.
I mean, look, we've all had sex injuries. Let's be real. We've all had some sex injuries. Like, if you have matched with me on Tinder, if you've matched with me on Hinge, you'll see that my profile says that I broke my tailbone during sex. It is true. Don't ask me if I finished, because I obviously fucking didn't. Like, come on. I'm not going to finish from pain. I know some people can, but no. Okay? It really hurt. If you've ever fallen onto your ass,
yeah,
it fucking hurts.
my tailbone hurts at the moment.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Yeah, it's not a thing if you break it.
It's not a thing. Like, I was being eaten out on the shoulders, which was fun. Very experimental time for me. And now I have PTSD because I got dropped. So if you can't hold a woman, you can't
Don't
have
do
a
it.
woman, okay? Just
Don't
get
do it because
out.
you'll freaking break her, like, literally.
So, like, every time a guy messages me now, I'm like, I need to know how much you can squat and bench press. So if you can squat and bench press at least, like, 50 kilos,
Yeah.
you can carry me. It's fine.
Yeah. Easy.
But if not, fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about
Totally.
you?
We don't want to break a tailbone.
I don't need to do it again.
Or break anything.
I don't
else
need.
for
I
that
have
matter.
PTSD, and
Yeah.
that's enough.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, me personally, I don't think I've broken anything. Actually, no, sorry. I know that I haven't broken anything. I've never broken a bone, so
Well done.
touch wood
Touch
for
wood.
that. But I have had a few funny stories
Oh, yeah.
of my, like, minimal sex life.
Minimal.
My first boyfriend, actually, we broke my bed. And I had, like, how I knew that we broke my bed is that when I was getting up, and I had a solid timber framed bed, and my bed frame had fallen on the back of my ankles and hit me in the Achilles. And it was so sore. Like, I didn't break anything, so that was
Luckily.
fine. But oh my gosh,
Wow.
that
what is
pain!
that?
I was actually thinking about it the other day, and I was like, oh, like, have I had any funny sex stories? And I was like, oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
my solid timber frame bed fell on my ankle.
That's rough.
I mean, we laughed about it afterwards. Like, it was quite funny. But like,
Okay.
at that time, I was pretty.
That would hurt.
Yeah, it was
Poor
fucking
bed.
painful.
Bed's
It was
rough,
fucking
Baz.
painful. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, what other stories did people give you?
So I broke into school when I was 17 and had sex in the science room.
Oh, it's always a dream, isn't it? Having sex in school.
In the science room.
Science room though. Why the science room?
Yeah. Did you do it on one of those
What are you
solid,
about to
like,
say?
tables? Like, were they metal tables in
I
science?
don't know. Mate. Oh, like a prac table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd you do it?
Did you get the beakers out? Bunsen burner?
Yeah.
Get kinky with
Light,
it?
light some shit on fire or something.
Yeah. Did you get the skeleton involved? You know,
Oh,
I've got
God.
something hanging there. Right?
Who's? That's
Fetish.
interesting. That's interesting. Kudos to you though. Broke
well,
into school, which
yeah.
is
Wouldn't
solid.
admit that, but
Solid
sure.
effort. I got another one that was dated a twin. One night I ended up fucking the other twin, but she didn't say anything.
Oh, that's like a friend situation. That actually happens on Friends. Oh my god.
You obviously weren't dating for very long
Yeah, they obviously.
because you
one
didn't
of
know her
them's a
very
bit of a
well.
Bitch.
Mm.
Jeez. How did she react? Can you please
Yeah,
message us and tell us how the other one reacted?
like when she found out that you.
Yeah. Did
Fucked
you
her
get in
sister?
trouble or did the sister? Because it should be the sister, but let's be real. You probably got in trouble because, you know,
Yeah,
rough. That's rough.
that's rough.
But good for you. Oh, that's another number though. That's cool.
Yeah,
It's like recycling, but
yeah,
not.
but not because it's two different people.
Maybe I should message people see if they were twins.
See if they two. Yeah.
Mm.
Did you get any?
Did I get any? No, but one of my friends actually reminded me of one of her funny stories, actually. A girl I went to school with, she was with her boyfriend for 3 years. They were very happy. everything like that. Obviously not that much, they broke up. But anyway, the last year of the relationship, she said that he was being a bit strange, like always recording things on his phone, like just like always writing things down after certain experiences they had. So they ended it, and she got this message that was basically like a screenshot or like a screen recording of a phone notes that had every transaction he had of their relationship for a whole year. I think it accumulated to around $3,000. This could be wrong. I'm sorry if it is, but still. And he asked her to pay him back. Basically got a full, like, bill.
Invoice.
From your relationship.
Thanks for dating me for a year, but here's how much you owe me.
How terrible is that?
What an ass.
One, I love you to death, and she paid it.
No.
Well done.
No, honey. I would have told him to shove it up his ass.
Bigger person for sure, but he apparently kept asking. He knew when she got paid, he wouldn't stop. Like, she wasn't someone to block someone, and fair enough. Like, I respect you highly, but one, I can't believe you paid it, for sure. I wouldn't have paid it.
I would have blocked him. But that's just me.
But seriously, guys, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I reckon I owe my exes a lot of money.
Sure. If I, in my whole 6 years of my most recent relationship, if he accumulated what I had owed him, I'd be in debt. Like.
Oh, 100%. I would be bankrupt.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, for sure.
That's what happens when you're in a bloody relationship.
That's what happens. Like, but you can't. Like, if he offered to pay for all that shit, that's bullshit. Like, I know her to be a very, like, she's very fair. Like, she would pay for shit. So I reckon he's just done it and been like, I'm just going to write all this shit down and get her.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that?
That's an arse move, mate. That is an arse move.
But
anyway.
Yes. What else we got?
Bit of a dicky move. But anyway. Any strange places that you've had sex? What's the strangest place that you've had sex?
The strangest place I've had sex?
Yep.
The unisex bathroom at a club in Manly.
Wait, I relate to that.
Yeah.
I relate to that.
No, yours is different.
Mine was the disabled toilet.
Yours is way
in Manly.
more public.
Yeah, no, mine was outside. Mine wasn't in a club. Like, mine was a public toilet on the street.
Yeah, you know the ones below the pantry?
Okay, alright. Don't need to be specific about it.
Yeah, we're gonna be.
Yeah, no, that was...
What happened that time? Something happened, didn't it? It wasn't just like a bang bang.
It wasn't a bang bang and leave. It was a bang bang and someone opened the door because the idiot didn't fucking lock the door. And ended up being his ex's brother-in-law that opened the door. Thank fuck he didn't see me. It was just him.
Caught. Probably thought he was having a wank or something.
But
Jesus.
Lock the door, mate. If you're gonna be doing it in a public place, please make sure you lock the door.
Disabled toilet, like, come on.
Yeah.
Lock it.
But public toilets, common.
I mean, I get it. I did it in Kmart public toilets, and that was fun.
Yeah. I mean, I got a few in, like, toilets.
Yeah.
Like the ferry toilets.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ferry
Wonder
toilets.
how that was.
Yeah. A bit rocky.
Yeah.
Maybe you added something.
Maybe
Maybe I should do that one day.
Give it a go.
Take some people on that. What about some faces during sex? I've heard you've had a good run with this one. Tell me, please.
Oh, I feel for him. I really do.
Do ya?
No, not really, because I'm not going back there. But
correct.
The sex faces, holy shit. I drove out to Bondi to see this guy too, so it was like a bit of a hike.
She's in Terry Hills, by the way, so that is a hike.
Yeah, Northern Beaches to Bondi is a bit of a hike, so like you would want to think that the sex is good, but it really wasn't. Like, just the sex faces. If you're not pulling a good face, it just turns you off like immediately. Sorry, I was like, okay, this is enough. I have to go. Thank you so much for feeding me and giving me sex. No, he fucking didn't. He didn't. We bought dinner. He bought dinner, but you know. Gave me sex, gave me the worst sex face, and I was like, okay, I'm out. But
didn't he make some like girly noises as well?
Oh, it just wasn't it. It wasn't it. The sounds, like, oh my god.
What was it?
I'm not replicating. No.
Was it like a
you sounded better than
I
he did.
Better than
Yeah, no. Boys, please just watch what your face. I mean, just just watch your facials that you give a girl. Like, honestly, like, just, it's not.
It's right. She's right.
It just it turns her off. If you're pulling something that, like, you're fucking constipated or you're not enjoying it or, like, something like that, it's gonna turn us off.
Like, I get it when you finish. I get it. You get this.
Oh, that's
like, eye
different.
twitch, like, whatever it is. Like,
Eye twitch.
I've seen that. Like, their muscles spasm and they're like, I'm like, are you winking at me? Like, what?
Are you finishing or are you
What's
winking? Like, what's the vibe?
But then again, like, there's the opposite. Like, if you don't make any noise during sex, I feel like I'm fucking a mime.
A corpse.
No! Sorry, she's into weird shit. That's her fetish. That's weird.
I had one of the guys at work say that he had sex in a cemetery.
Oh, so glad that went somewhere else. I was so worried about it.
Yeah. I was like, how did that happen? He was like, oh, we were drunk and we were young and it was just, that's where we were. I was like, okay.
Yeah, okay. That's...
So if you make no noise.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not about it. Like, if you don't make any noise, something's wrong with you.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
You're not enjoying it.
I'm not enjoying it either.
I'm not enjoying it.
Yeah.
Like, you should check my face when we're having sex. If it's looking around,
I'm bored as batshit. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what happens. Like, if you don't make any noises, I'm sorry, you're out.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get out of here. So then that leads us into our third segment of the episode, which is going to include a guest. So get ready to welcome my roommate, Kaylia.
Hello.
Come on in, Kaylia.
Yay. Slide on over.
Three of us just bunched up here. We are on the floor of our living room, by the way. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
It's nice and cozy in here.
So this is Kaylia. Kaylia and I met nearly a year ago, actually, in September. We're both from Melbourne, and no, we didn't know each other previously. A lot of people ask that. We definitely could have. We probably could have crossed paths somehow.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
It depends. But Kay is going to introduce herself and tell us a little bit about her and what she does in Sydney.
Cool. Hello, guys. I am Kaylia. I am 26, so I feel like the old lady of the household, and that's okay. I've accepted it. I am the mum. I moved up because my workplace moved me up here to open a new clinic. I kind of work in like a strength and conditioning type area of the world. Oh my god. So like...
Sorry, text messages popping through. Interruptions.
Anyway, so been here for a year. Carissa moved, I've been here more than a year, and then you moved in September, and it was the perfect little match.
It was.
We go for the same AFL team. We like the same kind of shit. We watch the same movies. We like Mario Kart, and
have a fun time.
it's been fab. And I put up with her toxicness. So it's been a joy.
It's a yin and yang situation.
Yeah, it is. But it's really good. Like, we've had a great time together, and couldn't have asked for a better roommate. So
sick. We love that.
Isn't Rich just loved?
I am.
Sometimes. Honestly, sometimes I could kill her, but it's okay.
It's fine. It's
a bit of both, honestly.
Balance.
It's a balance.
All right, move on.
So obviously we're going to question Kay about her single life. If you guys don't know, she's probably been the most single out of all of us for the longest.
Most single by choice.
Yes,
choice?
yes, for sure. A bit of a vet single.
I'm a veteran single, for sure. Veteran. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yes, Brooke, you are correct.
So, how have you navigated that, being single for so long? How are you feeling about, being single for that long, and how have you kind of
really rub it in that she's been single that long.
She said it like 10 times. That's fine.
Well, how long have you been single for? What?
Okay, firstly,
let's tell everybody.
It's been 4 years. I've dated in between. I've had like shorter term relationships. I don't really count anything that's under like 6 months. It doesn't.
Fair enough.
It's not proper. Whatever. Waste of time. So
waste of time.
I was in a long term relationship. Didn't work out. Pretty young. Just had different aspirations. Great guy. Had a great relationship. Ended on very decent terms. Not very toxic ending. No aggression or anything towards each other.
No malice.
A lot of mad love for each other. So that's good.
That's good.
I decided to go traveling after that. Did a lot of little self-love type situation. So kind of just went overseas, did my thing, settled into a good career, got myself together, and dated in between a little bit. I don't think I really knew what I wanted. I don't think I wanted a long-term relationship. Then I went through a phase, a year where I did, and then went back out of it. Was like, no, this actually isn't for me. So I'm back in that phase. I'm pretty content on my own. Obviously open to it if it came along, but I don't really want to force anything. So
good.
Yeah, I've got my own agenda for next year. So yeah,
beautiful.
Happy.
How do you find like guys and them assuming? I guess obviously you've been single for a while. Like, do they think that
have you been single for a while?
You know, do you guys seem more sensitive about it than I do?
Do you think that they like know that you're wanting something casual, or do they just think that, you know, oh, she's been single for ages, like, oh shit, she wants something?
It's actually really interesting because I've obviously spoken to you guys coming out of longer term relationships more recently. You guys are in a very different phase to what I'm in. I'm in like stable single, and you guys are in accelerated single.
Yes.
Actually.
I would say a lot of guys would assume, maybe because of my age as well, that I would want a relationship and that's what I'm looking for, and they don't really ask you, or they don't really have a conversation about it, which is kind of frustrating because I think girls and guys enjoy the casual side of things just as much as
like new singles and stuff.
Yeah,
fair enough.
I think having people make an assumption about what you're looking for is pretty frustrating. But the people who are mature and old enough to know better, they do kind of suss it out. And now I'm at the point where I kind of just tell people what I want. Like if it is, I'm open to, you know, dating, or, you know, I want something casual, I'm kind of straight to the point, and then they can make their decision themselves. On the opposite end of that, like when a girl says that they want something casual, guys do not believe us. I just don't think a majority of people don't believe that we would want that.
Yeah, of course.
Which I think your podcast has kind of opened a lot of eyes to, that, there are girls out there who just don't want to be in a relationship and are happy to do their thing and see who they want to see when they want to see them.
Literally.
It's a bit disappointing, like we know from
past experiences. Recently, actually.
Experiences that some guys like to judge girls on the fact that they also enjoy sex. And
miscommunication between two boys and just complete judgment. Like, how do I explain it? Like, Kay had a bit of a one night stander, which was great, good for you, whatever. Yeah. It sounded good from what I heard.
Shut up.
And he was a lovely person, but then, how do we say it? Like, he had a roommate who he wanted to set me up with. And we're like, yeah, cool, like, that could be fun. Like,
I was, like, encouraging, and I was like, hell yeah, tell me who your roommate is, I'll set him up.
So then I, you know, slid into the DMs to be like, let's get this happening.
Yeah.
And we had an arrangement to see each other, and I was going to go to him because, you know, all about it.
Yeah,
and then he flaked the same day. And I was like, that's fine, cool, whatever. Like, I'm happy to just watch TV. Like, I love just
We're pretty
not
happy to
doing
stay
anything.
home.
Don't need an excuse to fuck you off.
Thanks, I didn't want to leave it.
I
just wanted to stay home.
Yeah, literally. And then I said that, I was like, yeah, cool, whatever. Like, I think I was a bit salty, and I was like, yeah, cool, just enjoy your hand, like, whatever. And he was just like, oh, like, if you're still down, like, this is at 9 o'clock. He was like, if you're still down, like, you can come over. And I was like, no, like, you flaked. Like,
now you want me to come over?
This is not how it works.
Yeah.
So then I think he got a bit salty.
Don't say no.
Yeah, the roommate.
Then Kay
he
heard about
messaged
it.
me and kind of made it sound. It was, I just think it was very judgmental. He kind of just went in and said, oh, yeah, a bit. What did he say?
So it was a bit crook or something.
Yeah, he's like, oh, that's a bit crook of her, like, to bail on my mate. And I'm thinking, do you even know the story? Like, your mate ditched her, and then she decided not to come when he changed his mind. And he was like, oh, you know, how many guys has it been this week?
Like, okay.
Wow. Firstly, none of your business. And secondly,
who the
when
fuck
did it
is?
become an issue that a girl wants to sleep with whoever the hell they want to? Like,
Yeah.
so I kind of gave it to him a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
Just kind of stood up for you. And then he just
did.
literally didn't open it. So, yeah. Pussy. That's okay.
Yeah, come on, if you're going to call someone out, have the facts, man. Like, I was on the
the
couch,
story right.
I was binging Netflix.
Yeah, she was very content. I was like, do you want proof that my housemate is on
By
my
herself?
couch? Yeah, odd.
Like-
Anyway, very... And that was like disappointing from someone who was my age. I was like,
Yeah.
God, grow up. Like,
It was very strange. I think
Yeah.
we were both really shocked when it happened. We were both like, wait, what?
I don't think I've ever had any guy really slut shame, like, to
No.
my face or anything like that, and I just think it's rude.
It is. Like, it's none of your business.
Yeah, he doesn't
for
even know
one.
I
you.
really feel like they can't talk.
No,
No.
well, that's
said,
what I mean.
you shouldn't judge a girl
Yeah.
if she wants to sleep with
When
however
the
many
roles are
guys.
reversed, it's
but,
the
like,
same thing.
Yeah.
Like, if a guy does it, it's okay, but if a girl does it, we're a slut. Like,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
That's double standards and that's bullshit.
I mean, it
Yeah.
would have been different if I was like, nah, I'm flaking on you. I'm going to go see
I'm
another
gonna go see
guy.
someone else,
Whatever.
yeah.
Like, again, you don't really have the right to judge me. We're not dating.
Nah.
But for me to have him flake on me, change his mind, then I just literally sat on my couch.
And then question whether or not you were actually at home
that?
or with another man. I was like, none of your business. Move on.
Come
Yeah,
on.
not
Sometimes
cool.
we just want to actually sit down. Like,
And
we're
do
not
nothing.
always just rotating the roster.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Girls got to rest too.
Exactly.
Sometimes a bit of couch time is appreciated.
God, I was not getting up. I was actually grateful.
Yeah, she was very happy actually. So
Yeah. It's a bit shady of them, isn't it?
yeah, it wasn't fun, but I guess like at least you found out before you had another
that
Another encounter.
Imagine.
wasn't gonna happen. I just got like it's an immediate ick when a man disrespects a woman based on who they sleep with.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would not even crack on with you again. If,
Yeah.
if you're gonna talk about my room that
Yeah,
way.
especially
like,
with someone that you're so close with.
yeah,
Like,
she
if
is
someone
considered a real like she's one of my best
Exactly.
mates. Like I would
Yeah.
ick.
For someone to just be like, oh,
But
she's doing
wouldn't you
this, and it's
think
like, that's
that.
just really
I
not
also
your
wondered what he
asshole.
thought like that I wasn't going to say
Yeah, like,
anything.
what do you reckon's going through your
No, I
like?
really
You're gonna be
tried
like,
it.
Oh, yeah. That was
fine.
cruel.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, I'm
that
going
was
to agree with
cruel.
She's
you.
a hoe.
She's a hoe.
what the hell?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Stop
So anyway,
trying
we've
to
had a
do
bit of
that.
a journey, I reckon. Like, we've gone through the good and the bad together.
Yeah.
And then, that was a bit the worst of it, really. We haven't had too
Yeah.
many bad encounters, more funny ones, I
Nah,
reckon.
I think they're actually just more funny.
Speaking of funny, have you had any sex stories of yourself or like in the humble abode? that
The
you wanna
humble abode
share?
has seen a lot, and I have witnessed a lot too. Sometimes I actually don't know the names of the people anymore. It's gotten to the point where I'm just like, Carissa, just give me a nickname and run with it. Or tell me the suburb they live in, and we're just going to call him, like, Bondi, or we're going to call him...
Yeah, this is definitely
Whatever.
backing up what we
Manly.
just spoke about.
Yeah.
People. That's
No,
right.
it's,
I promise. This is like
it's not it. She's
days
actually-
apart.
Yeah.
Days apart.
Anyways,
Moving
Yeah.
on.
Anyway, most recently, look, I haven't not... Yeah, I've been really chill.
yeah,
Yeah, I've been very...
It's been a bit.
Yep, it has. We don't need to...
So it's a sore
You're
topic
a bit
at the
and
moment.
no, you're a bit and my bit is very different. Like I
It's
can
true.
imagine if it
It's
was
very
more
true.
than like a month and a half or something, I'd be like, yeah, that's fucked. But anyway, a couple of weeks is not too bad. We're gonna move on from.
We're not
my
gonna talk about that.
re-virginized state, and we're going to go into a story that happened last week.
Yes. So basically, to give you the lowdown, I had a guy. Sorry, I did it again. I had a guy come over, and I messaged Kay to give her a heads up. I said, hey, I have a guy friend coming over, which should be code. Anyway,
I was on the same page. I was.
so then, like, he came over and he was, like, we got along really well. He was really lovely, a really nice guy. We kind of had a lot in common, so it was good to just have a chat. And I'm a very open person, as you can tell. I talk about my sex life pretty easily.
Comfortably, yeah.
So he kind of, like, knew a fair bit about me because of my bio, because of things I'd already told him. So, like, I was telling him about my excuses. I was telling him about my list, everything like that. 'Cause
like
he hadn't
yeah.
listened to this podcast, so I mean,
She was like,
idiot.
you gotta listen to the podcast. You get so much more.
Anyway, so then Kay was just like, oh, like, that's cool. Like,
You have a
you guys
girlfriend.
can share that. And what did you actually say?
So I'd come in and, like, from my point of view, I'd come back from the gym, walked into the house, could hear them chatting so comfortably.
yeah, like, my door was open.
And he had a bit of a femme voice. And,
He did.
like,
It was
nothing
camp.
against a camp voice. It just made me assume, and, assumptions are not good.
No.
We shouldn't assume. So, anyway, got into the house, heard the conversations, and I was like, this guy sounds fun. Like, I was like, guy friend. Maybe she actually meant a guy friend. So I went into a room, like, because it was open, and, yeah, it was
It
like,
always is. Like,
yeah.
we're very open together anyway.
Not when
Not
stuff
like
is happening.
that.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Just sounded a bit-
Continue.
Anyway, walked into a room,
gosh.
introduced myself, we chatted, and then Carissa was like, oh, tell him about this story, blah, blah, blah. Went into it, had the best chat. He was so funny. And then I was like, this is lovely. What a great gay friend to have over. So I went to the kitchen and I'm thinking about it, and I was like really rapt. I was like, how nice, we can finally have a gay friend in the house. Like, this is going to be so nice. Like, how good. Anyway, I walk back in confidently to her bedroom and I go, Carissa, you know when you said you were going to have a guy friend over, I thought you meant someone you were going to fuck, not like an actual gay friend.
And sorry, where was he?
Right next to me.
to her.
He was next to me. And he was laughing.
He's laughing like, you know, as if I just made a really like savage, good insult
but it was
towards him.
yeah, like a joke. Like he thought. Like, I thought it was a joke too.
Okay, everyone thought it was a joke. I wasn't joking.
Were you?
And so like we were just having a laugh.
And you
like,
said...
I even said, I was like, no, like we're gonna. And you were like, ah.
No. Because like, remember, he took it in and he was like, oh, I'll just go fuck myself then. And she said, yeah, didn't you know, like, he's my gay best friend. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. I didn't even know he had a gay best friend.
We were on different pages for sure. So
yeah.
like, Kay left the room and we had this Uber Eats situation. So he left the house to go get it. And I was sitting in there and I came back out to chat to Kay and I was like, oh, like, she's like, he's really nice. And I was like, yeah, he's not too bad. I was like, oh, like, that comment before though, like, he took it a bit serious.
Savage.
And Kay was like, oh, you're not actually going to sleep with him, are you?
I was like, oh, I didn't know you had any gay friends. And then you said, he's not gay. And I was like, wait, you're not going to sleep with him, are you? And she was like, I planned to.
And then it was just this debacle where I was like, oh my God, she's right. He sounds gay.
Yeah.
Like,
And
every insecurity that was in my head, I was
Came
like,
out.
fuck, he's gay.
And then I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I take it back. Like, he doesn't sound gay.
And I was
like,
like, you
yeah,
can't
go ahead.
take it back.
And I was just like, it's fine. Like, you can
Meanwhile, this poor
You
little
can do it if you want to.
straight man was
Oh.
downstairs
Oh, I feel
figuring
so
out
bad.
our food while me and Kay were fighting,
We
being
were
like, oh my God,
literally
how do we get rid
screaming
of
at
him?
each other in the apartment going, he's not gay. What the fuck? I was going to sleep with him. And I'm like, no, you're not.
So then basically this stuff happened. He came back in and it was fucking weird. Me and Kay were just staring at each other like, how are we going to get past this?
And you know what? You know what made it worse is I was sitting there, don't judge me, I was watching Love Island, enjoying my time by myself on the couch, and he came and sat down while they were eating dinner, and he starts telling us all about Love Island and saying like how he knows
it made
all
it
the characters
worse.
and this and that and like how it's recorded, and I was like, fuck, this guy knows a lot.
He could be gay. Anyways.
No, we don't worry. Continue.
So basically,
Past that point now.
I figured that he knew my excuses. I couldn't really fake it. I thought about grabbing a peanut from somewhere and trying that.
And I
but,
just said, I don't have an EpiPen to save you.
it just wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
So then I was like, well, I'm just going to have to sleep with him and get him out of the house. So then we... So then we went back to my
bed,
room.
and I was
Kalia
like,
went into her room.
Peace out. I'm out.
And stuff happened. It was awful, by the way.
Yeah, moving forward.
So as if you were
It's
listening.
okay, don't worry.
Again,
Watching or
I'm,
listening.
I'm
No.
sorry. I'm
He
sorry.
does know.
I'm
It's
sorry.
fine. He doesn't listen to the
Anyways.
podcast. It's fine.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't listen, so...
Yes.
And then he finished, and there was a bit of a mess, and I was like, I was facing the wall, so on my stomach, and I'm like, you need to get somebody to clean this, like, and I'm like, Kaylee's in her room, it's fine, just go to the bathroom, grab a towel, and he runs to the bathroom, grabs a towel super quickly because it was dripping, and then like I felt a wet towel on me, and I was like, I haven't had a shower like since this morning, like what? Why is it wet? And I turned around and it was a white towel, which is Kaylee's towel. And I was like, oh my God, that's not mine. And he's like, it's not my fault. And I was like, you're a dick. Like, I shouldn't have slept with you. Like, what the fuck?
Firstly, it's her fucking fault. Like, who says to a man who's never been to your house, go and grab a
I
towel?
wasn't thinking about it.
Yeah, no shit. But like, there was 4 towels in the bathroom. You could have picked any of them, and mine was the first one.
And
so.
I was like, oh my God, shit. Oh my God, you need to get out. I got to tell her. And he was like, oh, that's so funny. And I was like, get out.
No,
Like,
she literally kicked
leave
him out.
my
I
house.
need to leave. I need to tell
and she said, you're
Kaylee.
finished. Please leave.
So he left and he was very happy with himself. And then I walked into Kaylee's room and she actually has a video of it.
Oh, it's so fucking funny.
And
I had no idea where it was going either.
I was like, Kay, I have to tell you something. And she's like, oh yeah, cool, this is exciting.
Yeah,
And
but she
I
was
was
like
like,
freaking out. So she
I'm
looked
so
like she was
sorry.
uncomfortable. And I was like, what the fuck have you done? Did you tell him that I was having another mental breakdown and you needed him out of the house? And
It would've
she's
been
like,
better.
It's worse.
And I told her, and I was like, I used your towel. And she was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. I was like,
Full sent me
oh.
the
towel.
website to get her a new
I said,
towel.
buy me a new fucking towel. They cost $50 and they're beautiful. So, no.
So yeah, a big lesson to everybody is that one, if he has a gay voice,
Don't
kick him
sleep with
out.
him.
Kick him out. If your friend has a vibe, they're usually right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Usually.
if you're going to direct someone on how to clean something, use your own shit because you're out $50 because of it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Or be specific.
Yeah.
Be like,
to be fair,
please don't grab that towel. Don't grab the first towel, the white towel.
Hey, also, when you go into the bathroom, grab the green towel.
While you're completely nude.
Please, just don't grab the white one.
Take your time, okay? Could walk out.
Just make sure you don't grab my roomie's towel.
No. And she tried to make him pay for it.
I did try.
She sent him the link, and then he was like, "Yeah, nah, not gonna."
Tried very hard.
Oh, what a dick! He
What
did
a
the
dick.
damage.
I got home from Melbourne
freaking-
yesterday, saw the towel folded on the fucking rack, and I was like, "Chris, I'm
She's
so
got PTSD.
traumatized. I can't even look at that towel anymore."
I'm really sorry.
It's alright, it's yours now. The cum
Yay,
towel.
you got a towel out of it.
The
Woo!
$50.
So, yeah, we have some funny stories like that.
We do.
And I still can't believe it actually happened. It's one of those ones where you're just like, what the fuck?
I can't believe it. Yeah.
Like,
well,
honestly.
to be fair, I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner.
Yes.
It's like, it was
You're
a good
right.
until you
It's a
found
solid
it.
effort. A year.
So
For something like that happen.
We did
And-
well. I mean, she's heard some noises.
Not a lot, actually, considering how much activity there is in this home. I haven't actually heard all
Subtle
that much.
jab.
You take a
That's
jab at me
payback.
about being single. I'm going to take a jab at you about how much activity happens in the house.
Jab, jab.
Yes. We actually are
Jab,
very
jab.
lucky with the sound in our...
Concrete walls.
in our
brick
apartment.
walls or whatever. Great.
So yeah, we're very grateful for that.
Fucking, yeah, thank fuck.
But yeah, that is going to be the end of our episode today. Thank you so much, Kalia, for coming
No
on.
worries. Honestly, it was such an effort to get here. But
It was.
I'm glad I
It was.
was
There's been again, more technical difficulties than you could imagine.
Again.
Yeah, we got here. It's fine.
But we did it, and we're so grateful that you've been patient, because obviously we're a bit delayed for this episode. But again, if you want to tell us anything, you want to write to us, message us.
Yeah.
We have our email address, or we've got our Instagram, everything like that. Please contact us, give us some feedback. We're obviously using a webcam this time.
It's beautiful. The clarity, 10 out of 10.
Fingers crossed. Stay tuned for the YouTube as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
we
We're
are
gonna get a
getting that
YouTube
up.
up.
Yes, so everything's kind of happening for us, and
Yeah,
we are
good
so excited to bring you next week's episode, which again will be a little bit more serious, but again we will bring you some toxicity.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in, and we'll see you next
Bye.
week.
Bye.